Do I even have secrets anymore? I don't think so, man. I think everything has been said about me. Well, almost close to everything. Why am I doing this? I really don't know. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to process this life thing, and as I said before, we are not easily definable. People are not clearly defined. People say your past doesn't have an impact on who you are today, but that's not true. Everything is linked. And yet, you're still not clearly defined. People are complex, lives are complex. You can't just put people in a box, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, I just want to talk about my hospital experience. You know, being the patient. A couple of years back when I had my mental breakdown and subsequent suicide attempts and stuff like that. Now, my experience by no means is representative of everyone's experience, because like I said, everyone's life is unique and we're not clearly defined. You can't just put people in a box. Oh, you did this because of this, so that means everybody else who did it also did it because of that reason, you know? Like, it's not like that, man. Sure, there are some similarities, but everyone is so unique and every life is so different that I don't think any single experience is the same. No single moment can be replicated again, and I strongly believe in this. So yeah, the first thing I did when I got to hospital was posting on my social media, you know, on my Facebook, on my Instagram, whatever. Just posting a photo of my wristband, you know, with my patient's number, my name, and my date of birth, you know, like on my wristband, and then the curtains, the bed, you know, lying in bed with the non-slip socks, you know. I put that on internet. Why? I have no clue. But thinking back at it and looking after the patients that I do now, I don't know, people seem to make a significance out of this moment, you know, like when you are being hospitalized. It's, for some people, it's a traumatic event and they want to capture it, they want to save it for later so that people, when they ask them about this, they can talk about their experience. I really don't know why people do this, but the first thing they do when they get to hospital is, you know, like updating everybody in their life. And that's what I did. I snapped a photo of me in hospital and I post on the internet for everybody in my life to look at it. Why? I really don't know. Up to this day, I'm trying to figure out why I did it. I guess one of the reasons is I just want people to care about me. Well, one of the reasons is to be assured that there are people in my life who actually do care about me. Now, I'm not going to go into the motives of my suicide attempts because it's very irrational, and you cannot make up reason. You cannot convince yourself to believe that you did this because you have a belief, this certain belief about this action, such as committing suicide and not being in this world anymore, you know? Like, there's no reason for it. Like, I don't think there's a good reason for me. And the more I delve into this and try to come up with reasons to rationalize my action, the more absurd it sounded. You know, it's a very irrational thing. I don't think I have a reason for why I wanted to end my life that night or the nights couple of months later, you know, like I don't think I have a reason. But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot about it already. Yeah, so the first thing that I did when I got brought into hospital, like besides pacing around in the cubicle and stuff, was posting something online so that I can get the reassurance that there's somebody out there who cares about me. So I posted online, and obviously people were really concerned because I gave no context to what happened. I just posted online and people started messaging me, Bob, are you okay? Hoy, are you okay? What happened? What happened? Where are you? What's going on? Why are you in hospital? Stuff like that. I hope you're okay. Have you got COVID? Have you got something like this, like that, And I don't know how to respond to that. It's as if I wanted the attention, but yet I don't want to. It's as if I want people to care about me, but I don't want to reciprocate. You know what I mean? Like it's a very hard thing for me to describe. Like you want people to give a shit about you, to connect with you, to reach out to you, but at the same time you don't feel like talking to them for some reason. And I don't know why it is like that. I guess it's overwhelming, the amount of attention I got. Maybe I guess it was not what I was expecting. I didn't get the attention from the people that I wanted to give a shit about me. Like it's hard. It's hard. Sometimes these things I feel like I've buried them deep within my psyche. I haven't really processed things through, and I just kept it in the back. I don't really think about these things anymore. Like I want to think about, oh, my life has changed. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to think about these things. But sometimes they do creep up on me, and I spend time thinking about it. So yeah, I got to the psych ward, and I remember spending a lot of time in the art room, just drawing, painting. I don't know why it doesn't make me feel better drawing or painting. I was just wallowing in my despair, really. Being hospitalized does not make me feel better, and it might be good in a crisis, like in that initial stage when you're completely lost and you don't know what to do with your life anymore. You don't know how to move forward because you didn't plan it ahead. Like obviously when you want to kill yourself, you don't think about the future anymore. Like that's it, that's the end. And then you suddenly are confronted with the fact that, hey, your life is gonna continue to go on because you didn't end it tonight. So then you don't have a clear plan and you're confused. You're like, what am I meant to do now? I thought, like I couldn't commit to it because there's something within me told me that what if tomorrow can be better. So I chickened out. So I called a suicide hotline, and like the police got me and brought me to the hospital and stuff like that. I didn't do anything traumatic. My situation is mild in comparison to some of these patients that I looked after. Like, man, it's traumatic. The kind of stuff that happened to these people: broken limbs, motor vehicle accident, overdose, stuff like that. Nothing like that happened to me. So when I think of myself, I think, man, this is really mild in comparison to others. When I got to hospital, I was healthy, physically, not mentally, but I was very capable. There's a lot of agency. There's a lot of, there's a lot of power. Like I'm very strong. Like I'm very physically fit. So I don't feel like I belong there, you know, like I feel like an imposter sitting there in the art room drawing aliens, drawing fetuses. I've lost all of my artwork, by the way. I think the psych department got a hold of all of those pictures, but to be honest, it's one of those things I want to leave behind, but yet at the same time, it's become a part of me. I will always carry that memory with me, you know. You know, like the relationships that I made when I was a hospital patient. You know, like there's this girl that I think I had a crush on while I was admitted to the psych department. And with the insight that I have now, like you're not meant to start these really inappropriate relationships while you're an inpatient. Well, the nurses and the doctors, they make sure that you do not like go down that path of starting these weird relationships with the patients around you. Like you're not meant to do that. There has to be some sort of confidentiality and whatnot. But yeah, it's something that I have to sit down and process. You know, some people ask me, "Is that why you chose to be a healthcare worker?" Because it takes one to recognize one. Like you want to know something about yourself. Is that why you do it? To be honest, no. I can't really give you an answer on that. I really don't know why I'm doing this. I just want to help people. And it's not that I chose to go down this career path because I want to, I don't know, diagnose myself and treat myself, because as you know, healthcare workers are some of the most unhealthy people. It's ironic because we look after people, but then yet we can't look after ourselves. I really do not have a reason. It's just something I chose because I needed the money and I need to be secure, and I'll figure it out the rest of my life, you know? It's like watching this interview by Dr. Mike and Brian Johnson, you know, the guy that wanted to reverse his age and live forever. There's something that really stuck out to me, and Brian said, when Dr. Mike asked him, would living forever makes the act of living less sacred in some sense? Because, you know, like you can live forever, then what is the point of living? And Brian said something to the effects of, well, we don't know. We don't know the reason why we're here. Religion, philosophy, all aims to answer that question of what is the meaning of life, but we don't really know. But the thing that we do know is that we don't want to die. That really hits home. Yeah, man, I don't want to die. But then what is life? We just got to keep living, and then we'll figure out the next part. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I just want to get the thoughts out. Don't think too much about these videos. As you know, thoughts come and go. What matters is that you process these things and make meaning of your life, your own meaning, and you move forward. And until you move forward, then you can figure out the next step. But don't think too far ahead, because yeah, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But isn't that amazing? What if tomorrow can be better?